Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will put toe to leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. Goes to the option. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. With jet sweep pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards and pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got you stopped, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Coming after it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Might as well stick with it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Game of the day, guys. Arguably the game of the season, and we've got an update. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a time. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
1st and 10.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's good. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense set for a first down play. Makes the quick grab, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The give on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to get to him. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Got his start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The run to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's back to throw on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sideline, it's Savage. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 31, Missouri 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's good. And he's dragged down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's good. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Running for it on 4th down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Murray. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know when Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back open in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He wants to pass it on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love them to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in game.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Oh, he wants it all. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to surge it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Texas is on the ropes, and for all the hype around this program, maybe the most fertile recruiting base in football, it's clear this program is not back. They're trailing by 24 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time, Coach?
He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
This time it's complete. At the 45 on his way. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collect. Oh, it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Intercepted by Florida State. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Going with the ground game left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. The give to the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time,